This is my preview for the Dubai Gold Cup. 2 miles on the grass for $1 million purse. This is a race over the last 2 years that has been won by Godolphin. In 2012, the tragedy-marred race that was delayed and eventually won by opinion poll. And last year, Cavalryman was a very impressive winner on the World Cup undercard. Of course, we do get Cavalryman back returning to defend his crown here. This is going to be a very interesting race, and I think Cavalryman, as the morning line favorite, is going to take a lot of money in the North American pools. He's my second selection in here. I wanted to take a price shot against him, and I took a horse that is very familiar for a lot of handicappers in North America and a lot of Canadians, and that is Joshua Tree. Now, Joshua Tree is a horse that's won 3 Canadian Internationals, and they call him the dream horse for course at Woodbine. Maybe it's Lasix, maybe it's the course, maybe it's just a bit of everything. Maybe he just points for that race and does really well in it. But this horse also runs well, going a really long distance of ground. He was second in the 2012 Dubai Gold Cup. Last time out, he was on the synthetic at Meydan. It was obviously a prep race in the Al Maktoum Challenge. He showed some early speed. He was right there until late in the race, where he just doesn't have the quickness ability of some of the horses that will be in the World Cup itself. So I think that Joshua Tree got a lot out of that race, and you can completely throw out the Japan Cup. Even though he wasn't going to be close, he wasn't going to be more like what he ended up being. He would have been an 8th or 9th or 10th place finish, beaten 10 or 12 lengths, if he didn't have the equipment malfunction, which was kind of really hard to spot on the video, and it's not really mentioned anywhere, but you can throw that race out. 10 to 1 on Joshua Tree for a horse that will love the distance and should have tactical speed to get a good trip. I think he could be the one to end Godolphin's reign. My second selection is, as I said, Cavalryman. Cavalryman obviously loves to go the route of ground. He won this race last year. He very impressively won the prep for this race. He was absolutely incredible. He drew off to win quite convincingly. So I think that he is definitely the horse to beat. I just don't want to take 3 to 5 on a horse that, you know what, it's 2 miles. A lot of things can happen. He's going to be 3 to 5. He's not 5 years old anymore. He's getting up there, even though these stayers do tend to race longer into their careers. Cavalryman, very nice horse, your probable winner. I'm just taking a little shot against. The third horse I wanted to quickly mention is Star Empire. Just a late runner, but I think he's going to get the pieces. I wish he was going to be a little bit bigger of a price, but he's really not going to be, I don't think. 6, 7, 8 to 1 in the North American markets. Star Empire does like to come from well off it, which can be a little bit of a tactical disadvantage in a race like this, but I think he's just a very talented racehorse that should get a piece. The other horse I just wanted to quickly mention is Ralston Road. This is a horse that had serious trouble. Another horse that I'm going to talk about got absolutely stopped at the 8th pole 2 starts ago, and he would have been right there at the wire. He was moving quite significantly and was trying to split horses in between one of those races where they all wall out across, and he just couldn't get through. So Ralston Road, he's going to be 30 to 1 on the morning line, and he probably is going to run like a 30 to 1 shot, but I would definitely be sick if he did beat me on some level. So he's definitely an include for me, and a horse that's going to offer great value, and you can definitely throw out his previous trips. That's my look at the Dubai Gold Cup. As a reminder, Joshua Tree with Cavalryman as the top 2, and we're going to use Star Empire and Ralston Road just to complete your tries and supers. Good luck, and we're to come back and join me here in a second for the UAE Derby.